we're going to be talking about the juicy topic of manifesting your dream vacation. Now, many of us have a certain vacation that we would love to go on, but planning it and saving money for it can be a bit daunting. So what if you could skip all of that and manifest your dream vacation that is all planned out for you and comes to you at a discounted rate? Well, Julia has an amazing story of how she manifested her dream vacation. Welcome to the Mystic Lifestyle Podcast, where we are empowering the world to discover energetic mysteries. Today, we're going to talk about mystical experiences. I have a very special guest. She's a certified yoga instructor who trained in Guatemala, a real estate photographer, an event videographer, and a manifestor. So please welcome my daughter, Jewelia Dobkins.
Hello, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here. I'm so excited for everyone to hear your story and really get into this topic that we're going to talk about today. Julia, can you tell us how you manifested this vacation?
Of course. Yes, so if we travel back in time to 2017, I watched a movie called Eat, Pray, Love and saw Bali, Indonesia, and I was just like, wow, this place exists in the world. I want to go there. Yep, it's going to happen. So fast forward a little bit, the end of the year in 2017, I wrote an intention for New Year's. I said, I'm going to go to Bali, Indonesia in 2018. Like the intention is set, it's going to happen. 2018 rolls by, and I kind of forgot about my intention. And then randomly one day I was driving in my car to a friend's graduation. This was about in July. And I got hit with the feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Bali, Indonesia in November. It's going to happen. I was screaming. I was like, yes, this is so exciting. And then I went home that night and I got an envelope and wrote Bali Tarakat, which means Bali bound in Indonesian. And I started storing away any extra cash that I had on hand, just because I kind of forget about cash. And I was like, might as well just save up just in case it happens. Anytime I thought about Indonesia, I would write another intention in the notes in my phone. I would think about it and just get this excited feeling like it's gonna happen. I'm going. Woo! Yes, I'm so excited. And then I had been speaking with a friend, Alana, about going on like some type of senior trip in 2018 towards the fall. So we had discussed Hawaii or New York, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe we should dream bigger. Would you want to go to Bali, Indonesia? So we had that one thrown in the pot as well, and we weren't really sure what our plan was. I kept writing intentions throughout the year, and then another friend contacted me that I hadn't spoken with in years. Her name is Amaya. We went to dinner together, and we were just catching up, just talking. I told her I wanted to travel in November, and this was probably in September of 2018. So I was like, yeah, I want to travel. My friend Alana and I are talking about going to Hawaii or New York, maybe Bali in November sometime. And Amaya was like, really? Bali? Oh, well, my family has this whole trip planned. You guys can just come with us if you want. And I was like, no way, this isn't happening. What? So she told me how much the down payment was, and I said, okay, let me go home and look inside my envelope and see how much money I have, because the down payment is due in a week or so. So we'll see. I go home, open up my envelope. The down payment was $750, and I had $755. So that was just a giant sign, the universe screaming at me like, yes, you got it. You're going. This is happening. And then we ended up going together with a bunch of friends. So it was amazing.
That is so amazing. And such a place like Bali. Most people, they may dream of it, but for the universe to just bring it to you like that, and you just had the right amount, it was the right time frame, and everything was just there for you is so awesome. Now, was this trip, was everything planned out for you?
Yes. So turns out Amaya's family had a friend that was a travel guide. Her name is Zia Clymer, and she actually used to live in Indonesia. So she had all the hookups. She knew all the hotels, all the great towns to go to. We got a group deal. So any extracurricular activities we wanted to do, like surfing or just going through temples, eating breakfast, all that kind of stuff was included in this package deal. So it was amazing, so stress-free, and my parents didn't freak out too much because it was all planned out.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like you got a tour guide almost, someone who knows the land and knew exactly what was the best thing to do. That's just a cherry on top of the cupcake.
Right? Yeah, it so was. And it was one of my best trips I've taken out of the country ever. So it was amazing.
That is so amazing. So, so amazing. I just love this story. Now, I feel like after people heard that story, they might want to find you on social media. So where can people find you?
So people can find me in the Facebook group, Follow the Flow. I will be posting my website, which I'm still kind of tweaking, but once it's published, I'll post it in that group and you can contact me further.
All right. Follow the Flow Facebook group.
Mhm.
And how did you learn how to manifest? I mean, how old were you when you manifested this trip?
I was 17 when I started my journey in manifesting. I read a book called E Squared, and E Squared at the end of each chapter, it has a little experiment for you to do that has to do with manifesting. So you start out just expanding your awareness, whether that be seeing specific colored cars or shapes, and then you work through the book and start manifesting money or jobs or trips that are all inclusive. So that really helped me to just understand the basics and learn how to train my brain to apply the simple methods to the bigger ticket items that I was trying to bring into my vortex.
That's awesome. I've also read that book and really enjoyed it. It's a simple read. It's not a very big book, and the experiments or exercises are really fun to do. They bring an excitement when you see the things that you're trying to attract into your life.
Yes, they do. And as they get harder, it's more of a challenge too. And it's kind of the type of book like, oh, yeah, I'll just do the experiments. What do I have to lose? Like, it's just an experiment, if anything. And if it works out, then that's pretty cool.
Yes, definitely. So with this book, like E Squared, it's by Pam Grout. It's a fabulous book. You can find it anywhere. I think it's awesome that you were able to take this book and really practice it and put it into your reality and manifest something so huge. So, and you did just some little things in your life, right? To bring this in.
Yes. So anytime I thought about Bali, I would write notes in my phone, like I said before. I did a lot of visualization. So anytime I put like pictures on my phone screen and my tablet, and just I put Bali everywhere. The envelope was hanging on my wall, so I saw that often. And really just kept going back to that feeling of like, oh, I'm going, it's happening, just getting that excitement to come up inside of me. Those were the three basic things that I did to get there.
That's awesome. And those seem like simple things that anyone can apply to their life. And with you doing that now, you got to go in November, right? When you felt like you were going?
I did, yes. I just remembered there was another trip going on. It was called A Fest, and that was happening in Bali. So my plan was to try and like go with them, and that didn't work out. But I still went in November, so that worked out.
That is super awesome that you could feel that. You intuitively knew that you were going to go there. It was going to be in November. And did Alana get to go with you?
Yes, Alana got to come with me. She was so excited when she heard the story that I told her about meeting up with Amaya and how it just so happened to work out. And then we had another friend of Amaya's join us. So we had a little girl posse that got to go and explore a new country together, which was really, really fun.
It's like the universe just took this dream that you had, put it in a gift, wrapped it up with a bow on top, and gave it to you. And then not only did you get to open that gift and be a part of that, but it sounds like Alana got to like ride on the tail of your dream and tag right into your manifestation.
Yes, she was just as excited as I was. And that probably helped too, because we got to play off of each other's energy. Like, we're getting so excited. We got to plan it, all this stuff. So the emotions were definitely in the air.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it helps so much. So now that we know how you did that, do you have any tips for people that might be watching on how they can start manifesting?
Yeah, so you can manifest multiple things at a time, but it's better if you focus on one thing that you really want. Where your focus goes, energy flows. So if you're wanting a new car or wanting to manifest a trip or something, if you just visualize that, visualize first of all the feeling of already having it, write it down so that you have physical proof that you're trying to manifest it, and believe that it has already happened. Those are the three main things that are kind of the screws in manifesting, or the catapult to it.
I love that, because it's not just thinking a thought. It sounds like what you're doing is you're putting a positive thought in your mind and you're really focusing on it and feeling it and visualizing yourself there. But not only that, you're doing something in physical reality by writing it out or saving money, and you're backing your belief. Like you have this belief, but you have the faith to also back it and bring it together into reality.
Exactly. Yep. I think they say a goal without a plan is just a wish. So it's exactly what you just explained.
That's awesome. Super, super awesome. I really love this topic. I love this story. I actually love manifesting and helping other people manifest their desires as well. And so now we know that you use the book, you use visualization and emotion and some physical things. Is there anything else that you used to manifest this vacation?
Yes. So there's actually an oracle deck called E Squared that they created to go along with the book. It's these little cards that are very, very simple, and they just have a little simple message on them for you. One of them that I remember specifically is Talking Smack. And it says something like, that little voice inside your head that's telling you you can't. Well, stop talking to yourself like that, because you can. The universe has got your back. And I remember drawing that when I was kind of getting doubtful, like, oh, Bali is so big, it's so far, I don't know if it's actually possible. And then I'm like, oh, never mind. I just got a card that said, like, hey, knock it off, you're going. So anything that you can bring into your physical reality or to reassure your brain is very helpful.
I love that. I love oracle cards. I really feel like they bring an insightful message for the moment, and it's just what we need. And like that Talking Smack is so great. Really, it's a simple way to pull yourself back into the place that you want to be, like getting back into that vortex or that positive state to manifest your reality.
Right. Yep.
So E Squared, the book by Pam Grout, is a great way to manifest. And of course, the oracle cards that look just the same as the book, they have an E on the cards. They're simple cards that are really easy to read and apply to your life. Well, thank you so much for being here on the Mystic Lifestyle podcast. And if you'd like to find Julia on social media, you can find her at Follow the Flow Facebook group, or on YouTube as Treetop Thoughts. And if you'd like more information about me, I'm Amber. I'm an intuitive healer, shamanic practitioner, woman's empowerment coach, and author of the book Sacred Medicine Mystical Practices for Ecstatic Living. And you can find me at mysticmeadowshealing.com. Thank you so much, Julia, for being here. I really appreciate the story that you shared and your mystical experience.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's great to remember the story, and I'm honored to be a guest on your podcast.
So honored to have you. And thank you all for watching and being here with us. Until next time, remember, you are enough, there is hope, and the truth lies within you.